kicker.
And that's a tradition at Reagan.
It is.
Coach, you're going to have to help me with the names, but I know you've had so many.
We've had some great kickers. Jake Wilcox holds the city record in a 58-yard field goal. Yeah, he was in Garnerwood for a little while. Travis Hunt. Who was before you, Turner? Who was Pablo Herrera, who actually kicked for us for 4 years. I mean, we've had some great kickers. Done a tremendous job. But Turner has
Grant Edlin, I believe.
Grant Edlin was actually played one of our guys that actually played corner and played kicker and punter, and was one tough kid. We've had some great. You're right, Bob. We've had some great kickers and punters and special teams players, and has been a tradition. And Turner has just he's done an outstanding job for our program and takes his craft very seriously. I remember when I saw he and his dad at Lopez Middle School years ago out there practicing and working on being the kicker, and it's been really fun to watch him get to go do it live and actually win some ball games for us with his leg.
How long have you been kicking?
I started kicking in about 7th grade. Dad taught me how to kick. Just went with it.
Is that something that you've always wanted to? I mean, is that just something that's? I mean, you saw that you had a skill, or did you say, you know what, I want to try this? How did it come about?
Well, I mean, I'm not big enough to necessarily play another position. I want to get on the field somehow.
You know, I'll tell you a funny story. One of I don't know if I turned to you. Have you ever heard of Tony Franklin? Okay, he's worked for TSRN. He does some games with us, and Tony was an All-American barefooted kicker for A&M. And my dad used to let me stay up and watch Monday Night Football till halftime. If it was the Cowboys, I got to see the whole game.
How about that?
And I still remember Tony Franklin kicking a 59-yard field goal for the Philadelphia Eagles to beat the Cowboys on Monday Night Football. I didn't like him very much at that time. But Tony's story was he was a player that he played halfback and safety, and he got injured. And he wanted to find a way to contribute to the team, and his dad went out. They literally went out and started kicking the ball, and that's how he became a kicker. What's it like? Tell us about the kick to beat Brennan earlier this year. How far was it? How much time was left, and what was going through your head?
Well, I can't tell you what's going through my head. I really was not thinking at all. I just kind of blanked out and just went out there.
Sometimes that's the best thing. Yeah.
So, it was just a 40-yarder with 13 seconds left to go about 3.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your range? Where do you feel comfortable that I can make it from this far?
I can make it anywhere inside as long as it's an inside 55-yard field goal, I think I can make it.
What's the furthest you've ever kicked in a game? What's the longest field goal?
Game? 46 is the longest in the game.
And in practices, what's the furthest you've ever?
Like practicing by myself?
Yeah.
Like practice with the...
Practice with, I mean, what's the longest field goal you've ever kicked in practice?
The longest I kicked is a 63.
Is that all? Come on. That's fantastic. I got a couple questions for you right quick. What's next? Do you want to try it? Because obviously you got the leg to try and take it to the next level. Is that something that's on your mind right now?
I mean, I would love to, but we'll see what happens.
What's it like recruiting?
Let me ask the second question, Bobby.
Sure.
Okay, you got a 40-yard kick to beat Brennan. You got a really tough test at 8 o'clock in the morning. What's tougher? Kicking a game winner against Brennan or taking a 10? Don't look at your parents. Come on, this game. I'm your buddy right now. What's tougher?
Probably the test.
Really? That's wonderful, yeah.
He's got ice water, Coach.
He's got ice water in his veins. He's he's not going to tell you this either, but this guy ran 100 meters in sub 11 flat this spring.
Really?
Yeah, he's a much better athlete than he's giving himself credit for.
So do y'all have a fake kick where you option it off?
We can't seem to get the coach to call it. I don't understand what the deal is, but we've got some fakes that we work on at least. But no, Turner does a great job with his craft. He works at it very hard, takes it very seriously, and all of his teammates and coaches know we can count on him.
So if you kick the ball deep and Marquise Duncan fields it, and he gets through the front line, and all he's got left is Turner Davidson to beat, what's going to happen?
I'm going to bring him down.
You got it.
Without hesitation.
No hesitation. That
Nice.
guy. Ice water in his veins.
Are you is he the safety valve? Were you the safety valve? You stay back on kickoffs? You're the last guy?
Last guy.
And you're
That's
always
something
gonna make
that
that.
really he's done a great job with the kickoffs. That's something we really haven't mentioned is our kickoffs have been outstanding. We've had great kick coverage, and Leighton DeMondo and Jake Hoggett are on there at times, and we've been very fortunate what we've been able to do with our kick coverage, and Turner's a huge part of that.
How many different kickoffs are you capable of? I mean, booted out of the end zone, the high where you're trying to pin somebody in the corner down at the 3 or 4 yard line, somewhere in that range.
Short pooch kick.
Short,
what-
yeah.
How many different types of kicks are you capable of?
I'm not even sure. I don't know. I just do what coach asked me to do.
Good answer.
What's the hardest kick to execute what kind of kick is the hardest to execute for our listeners?
Probably onside kick.
I was just about to say the onside kick, yeah.
What makes it tough?
You just gotta hit it on the ball like at the exact right place, and you gotta hit it with the right power so it doesn't go out of bounds, it doesn't go too far. It's just a lot has to go right.
Awesome. All right, so here you are you're playing in Jerry World for the state championship this year, and you got 5 seconds to go, and you're down by 2, and you got a 58-yard field goal in front of you. Coach, do you give Turner a shot there, or are you chucking it to the end zone?
Giving Turner a shot, and so would our team. They would send him out in a heartbeat. There's no doubt. And Jerry, well, there's no win, right? Kick it. Let's go. Kick that thing.
Do you ever dream about a situation like that? You got a game-winning kick this year, but to actually do it in a playoff game?
All the time. All the time.
Awesome. Well, guys, we thank all of you guys for coming. The Reagan Rattlers here
That's a
today.
great job.
Coach, you got some smart young men